Welcome back to Gauri's Kitchen. Now we are going to see drumstick pickle. It is very easy and tasty too. You can store it for 1 week. It won't get spoiled. Now let's see how to make it. I have taken 2 long drumsticks cut into pieces like this. I have washed them and let it dry for 1 day. And also I have taken 5 tomatoes, medium size, and without adding water, grind them like a tomato puree. Now let's see how to make it. If you want to try this recipe immediately, no need to dry the drumsticks for 1 day. You can just wipe it in a cloth and put it, or else you can keep the drumstick dried up under the sun for some time. Now let's see how to do it. Take a pan, pour gingerly oil to it. Take 5 spoons of gingerly oil. Now when the oil heats up, we will do the tempering. If you want to store this drumstick pickle for 1 week, you can put little more oil than this, or else if it is for 1 to 2 days, you can put this much. Now the oil got heat up, so put mustard seeds. Let the mustard seeds crackle. Now add fenugreek powder 1 teaspoon. Add asafoetida to it, half teaspoon. Now you can add the drumsticks. Fry them well in the oil. You should not pour even 1 drop of water to it. It must be well cooked in the oil itself. I will show you when it is cooked. Before closing it with a lid, let me add half teaspoon turmeric powder, required amount of salt. Mix them well. If you add salt now, it will be well mixed with the drumstick. After mixing it, keep the stove in medium flame and close it with the lid. After 5 minutes, it will be cooked. I will show you after 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes now. It's very well cooked. You can see the drumstick. See, inner side is also cooked. If you feel that the drumstick is not cooked, then you can keep it for 2 minutes extra. Now we shall add chili powder. Mix it well. Now we shall add the tomato puree. Let the raw smell of tomato go. Till then you must be frying the tomato puree. The tomato should become dry and oil should come in corners. Keep this at high flame. Now it's 5 minutes. We have kept it in medium flame. You can see the oil has been oozed out. It should come like this. The liquid puree should turn to semi-solid. It will be very tasty, yummy too. You can store it for 1 week. You can also have it with white rice. Mix this tomato and it will be very tasty. Now our drumstick pickle is ready. If you like this video, then please like, share, subscribe and comment in the comment section below. Thank you. Now our drumstick pickle is ready. It is very yummy. You can see how tasty it looks. Garnish it with some coriander leaves. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe our channel. Also, please post your valuable comments in the comment section below. Hope you like this video. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome back to Gauri's Kitchen. Today we are going to see banana stem pachadi, that is Valathandu pachadi. It is very rich in fiber and also aids in weight loss. Now let's see how to make it. Before going to the video, please like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you. For making this recipe, we need banana stem. I have taken 1 banana stem and chopped into small pieces. After chopping, you must put that in water so that the color of banana stem does not change. Now I will show you how to make it. Keep a pan. Add 2 to 3 spoons of oil. When the oil heats, put mustard seeds. Let the mustard seeds crackle. I have taken little amount of banana stem, so I am adding 1 teaspoon of oil. When the mustard crackles, put the urad dal. Let the urad dal turn to brown in color. After that, add curry leaves. Now add the banana stem. Remove excess water from it and put it in the pan. Now mix them well. You can have it without adding curd. It will become like puriyal. But if you want to make pachdi, you can add curd when the banana stem cools down. You need not add water for this. It will cook in 2 to 3 minutes. Now add salt and close it with a lid. Now close the lid. Keep it in a medium flame for 3 to 4 minutes. Now it has become 2 to 3 minutes now. Our banana stem has cooked perfectly. You can see that. Now let it cool down for 2 minutes. After that we can add curd. Now our banana stem has been completely cooled down. In this banana stem, I am going to add half cup of thick curd. We need to put a pinch of salt for this curd. Mix the banana stem well with the curd. And half teaspoon of salt. After mixing well, we can garnish it with curry leaves and coriander leaves. Now our banana stem pachadi is ready. You can try it in your home and comment your feedbacks below in the comment section. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you. Today we are going to see another interesting recipe, that is ghee roasted moringa leaves. You can see this ghee is homemade. It's very tasty. For 1 week we are getting half kg of butter. From that we get this ghee. We'll show you a separate video on this. For this recipe, we'll add 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee. I have taken 4 to 5 teaspoons of ghee. For this, only ghee and moringa leaves are required. No need any other ingredients. Now, when the ghee gets heated up, you can add the moringa leaves. Now, add the moringa leaves. This is very yummy. All kids will love it. If you don't eat moringa leaf, like Korean or any other dish, you can make this and give them. It's rich content of iron and other valuable nutrients. Need to just roast the moringa leaves in ghee. Add salt after it has been roasted. Put half teaspoon of salt. You can put it as per your taste. Mix them well. After sauteing the moringa leaves for 1 minute in high flame, you can add the white rice to it, boiled rice. It's very simple and tasty, delicious dish. See how it got fried. The aroma of moringa leaves will come. At that time you can do this step. Put white rice, mix them well. Mix the white rice with moringa leaves and you can serve it. Now our roasted moringa leaves is ready. You can have it. If you like this video, then please like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you. Friends, now we are going to see another recipe. It is called pepper gravy. In Tamil we call it as milagu kolambu. Let's see what are the ingredients needed for it. Take 1½ teaspoons of cumin seeds. 1 teaspoon pepper, and take a handful of curry leaves along with little coriander leaves. I have taken 15 to 17 pieces of garlic, 1 coconut grated, and also 1 big onion cut to small pieces. All these ingredients need to be sauteed in 1 teaspoon of oil. Now let's see how to make it. Take a pan, pour 1 teaspoon of gingerly oil. Let the oil heat up. When the oil gets heated, add 1 tablespoon of peppercorns. Add 1.5 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then put onions, curry leaves, take some amount of coriander leaves also. Fry them well. Then add garlic pieces. Saute the ingredients very well in oil. You have to grind this now. At last, you can add the grated coconut. Fry them for 1 minute and you can turn off the stove. For 2 minutes. After then you can make it to fine paste. Make pepper gravy. For this, put 2 to 3 teaspoons of gingerly oil. Keep it on a high flame till the oil gets heated. Now the oil got heated up. Put half teaspoon of mustard seeds. Wait till the mustard seeds crackle. Now the mustard seeds got crackled up. You can add fenugreek powder, half teaspoon. Now add asafoetida. Put 10 pieces of garlic, well chopped. Let the garlic saute in oil. Garlic should be well cooked in oil. The aroma of garlic should come. At that time you can add big onions. If you add small onions, it will be very tasty. It will enhance the taste of this gravy. Since I am not having small onions, I am using big onion. Fry the onions well in the oil for 2 to 3 minutes. After that, add curry leaves. Now put half teaspoon turmeric powder. Now add chili powder 1 teaspoon. You should note that we have already added peppercorns in the masala, so you must put little amount of chili powder. After this, add coriander powder. Mix them well. After that, add the grinded paste, coconut, cumin seeds, peppercorn, garlic and onions. All this have been grinded to fine paste. Mix them with the ingredients. The raw smell of the paste should go off. Till then, saute it. Add the water from mixer. The remaining paste in mixer should be washed off with water, and add that amount of water. It's enough. You should not make it watery. After this, add salt. Let the salt be mixed with the gravy. When it comes to a boiling stage, garnish it with coriander leaves. At this time, you can check whether the salt, chili powder is perfect with the taste. If you are lacking in something, you can add that now. Now it has come to a boiling stage. Now add coriander leaves and turn off the stove. Hope you liked this video. Please like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you. Now let's see another interesting tasty recipe. We are going to see moringa leaves poriyal. It is very easy and also yummy too. Take moringa leaves, wash them well and remove the leaves from stem. Take a pan, put 1 teaspoon of oil. When the oil gets heated up, you can add the mustard seeds, half teaspoon. Let the mustard seeds crackle. Now the mustard seeds got crackle. Now add dry chilies. After that, put moringa leaves. You should not dump the leaves from vessel after washing it. It will be put the moringa leaves separately. You should not be sticking to another leaf. Then only it will be tasty. You should not add water to this. You need not put onions too. Just temper it with mustard seeds and put the moringa leaves. Let this moringa leaf cook on open pan. No need to close it with a lid. Just saute it with the oil. Within 2 to 3 minutes it will get cooked. Put required amount of salt to it. You can see the moringa leaves has got very well sauteed. After 2 to 3 minutes, it will get perfectly cooked. Don't add water to it. If you feel it's very dry, sprinkle few drops of water. That's enough. Also, don't close it with a lid. Our moringa leaves poriyal is ready. Add coconut to it and turn off the stove. Mix the coconut well with moringa leaf. It reduces blood pressure, also blood sugar. Everything can be cured by eating this.